I know everyone on YouTube is telling you how to blow up on Instagram or TikTok, but I've done that, and I'm here to tell you the truth, because I've finally seen the light. All of that means nothing. You've got to build on YouTube if you want longevity as a creator. Let me explain. Right, my voice is gone, so this video is going to be crazy, but anyway. Now, the best way for me to explain is using these two things here, but we'll do that later. First, let me give some context. I was going hard on socials. I built my Instagram to just shy of 200,000 followers and my TikTok to about 100K, whilst making 100K on brand deals in about a year and a half. And it was all going well. But then 2024 hit, and 3 really big changes happened on social media that meant creators like me were in big trouble. And I wish I knew them at the time. So let me explain what they were. The For You page. Now, the For You page initially was this really nice place where you discovered people. It felt like it was your best friend one day, and then it became your worst enemy. Because of the For You page, brands knew that everyone could go viral. It didn't matter about follower count, because even some of your followers wouldn't even see your content. So instead of giving a creator with a bigger following 10K to do a brand deal, they rather split that up amongst 20 creators and hedge their bets, because anyone could go viral. And it's great. I think it's positive that people can grow big fast. But don't forget that the quicker it comes, the quicker it can go. Number 2, people stopped dancing. Platforms started favoring content that was longer, more shareable, and more conversational. They need you to stay on the app, so a 30-second dance just isn't cutting it anymore, compared to a 2-minute story time about some scandalous dealings with your ex. So for a creator like me who relies on dancers for my content to go viral, I was in trouble. People just weren't dancing as much anymore, especially to Afrobeats. Number 3, I got stuck in a creator prison. When you get really big off one style of content, the platforms tend to not let you change. They like the old you. They like the old Kanye. They don't want the new Kanye. They like the old Kanye. The cold Kanye. I found when I tried to do something new, it would struggle. But when I would do my old content, it would still kind of struggle because my followers were tired of seeing the same thing. It made me realize something so significant. And in my opinion, this is the most important thing I'm going to say in this whole video. So come closer. Yep. A little closer. A little closer. Good. Where you build is just as important as what you're building. I'm a church kid, raised in church. Hallelujah. And there's a story in the Bible that talks about a man that built on the sand and a man that built on the rock. Cut long story short, the guy that built on the sand, the wind came, the wind blew, rain came, and the house fell down. But the guy that built on the rock, his house stood the test of time because he built on solid foundation. I really believe that building on Instagram and TikTok is more like building on sand, and building on YouTube is like building on a rock. And I'll explain the differences. Instagram and TikTok are constantly changing. It's very hard to find firm footing. It's similar to British weather. Like, you have to dress for anything because you don't know. It could be hot one day, cold one day. You're just trying to figure it out. And although YouTube changes, it tends to be a lot more steady in that your stuff will be seen by the right people, which allows you to create that community around what you do. Don't forget that YouTube was always an app for creators. Yes, Instagram and TikTok is for you to share your life, but YouTube is the app for those whose life is sharing. But building on the rock takes time. It's unlikely that you're going to get 1 million views on YouTube tomorrow, but on Instagram or TikTok, you just might. It gives this false sense of success. The currency on those platforms is attention. So as soon as you stop getting all the attention, you're done. Whereas on YouTube, it's all about value. Building on the rock ain't sexy. I got a YouTube video right now that's not done well, and it cost me an arm and a leg. It's got like 500 views. It can be embarrassing to build on the rock, but it's worth it. The ability to build a tight-knit community is worth it in the long run. Now, don't get me wrong. This ain't a YouTube v everyone video. I actually still believe there's lots of value in creating for Instagram and TikTok and all the other platforms because they're great places to gain attention. My advice actually would be to create for all of them. But for me, as a creator who wants to build something significant long-term, YouTube is the place I'm focused in 2025. I hope you're on the journey with me. Peace.